you're going to have to repair your mind in order to beat your porn addiction. And I'm going to show you exactly how to do it. The first simple step you can take into beating this addiction permanently is to eliminate all triggers. Eliminate every single thing that makes you want to beat your meat. Remember, you promised yourself not to do this anymore. Remember when you made that promise that night. You said you're no longer going to do this. Yet here you are. Suddenly, everyone leaves the apartment. You're alone. You go to the bathroom, grab that lotion. You promise yourself it's going to be just one rub. One turns to two, two turns to three, and you know exactly how it ended. My friend, eliminate every single trigger. Don't be alone anymore. Eliminate every single thing that cultivates that atmosphere of pornography. You see, every single thing is atmosphere dependent. Every single thing. I mean, you can't engage in that activity if you're in church or if you're walking a dog. So stop trying to solve the problem with a logical solution, because logical solutions have already been tried. That's what anyone will try and do. Solve problems with psychological solutions. Instead of making the train faster, make the experience more enjoyable. Not only do you save billions of dollars in the latter, also it is easier to do. It doesn't require this magical innovation. So zooming back to your situation, let's leave Silicon Valley for now. Zooming down to your own situation, instead of trying to delete social media, which I commend you, by the way. It shows your dedication to eliminating these bad habits once and for all. But you see now that that's not the only thing you have to do. This atmosphere, you also have to work on it. Don't be alone. Don't be, which leads us to the next point. Do not be alone. When your family leaves the apartment, join them on that journey. Walk a dog, do some push-ups, any other thing than that activity. Don't be alone. Dismiss this idea that you order a pizza and the delivery girl would be swindled by you. First of all, that's never going to happen. Second, these people work on an hourly rate. Thirdly, her employer can monitor her movements from a computer. So it's never going to happen. And majority of you think like this because that's how you've been conditioned to think. That's how this these actors begin the movie. I'm trying as much as possible to not be vulgar with my words. But you forget that they're actors. This has already been scripted. So this thing conditions your mind to start sexualizing women. You try as much as possible to avoid real life conversation. You avoid real life interaction because you've got this stimulating thing that you can do in your room all by yourself, which requires no effort on your own part. I mean, as a young man, why would I go through the hell of developing myself and becoming someone who is respectable in society when I can go choose the easy way, which is to jerk off? But my friend, you're doing yourself a disservice as well as your destiny. You know, every single time you're done, you feel guilty, you feel depressed, you feel anxious, you feel like you've let yourself down. Well, if the first one doesn't help you, which is to eliminate all triggers, I think this second one should. The third should, which is if the first one was eliminate all triggers. The second one was to do not be alone. The third is learn a skill. When I say learn a skill, you can't just learn a skill without learning other things. So in the process of learning those other things, you'll be so consumed in this new skill that you wouldn't have time to do all those activities. Plus, it's positively reinforcing when you go through the hardship and process of learning a skill. You get that same dopamine you get from the other activity, only that this one doesn't require you doing upward and downward movements with your hand, and you feel proud of yourself for doing it as opposed to anxious. Yeah, so take sales for instance. if you want to learn sales, you can't just learn sales. There are other micro skills you have to learn in the process, like communication skills, tonality, body language, how to pitch, how to be sharp. So those other skills are like the bridge you lay in order to build this bridge of sale that takes you from point A to point B. So you begin laying those bricks until it gets you to the other side. So you'll be so immersed in this new skill that you don't have time to engage in those degenerate outlets. And if you've gone through this third phase, you're already learning a skill, but positively you've made pornography positively reinforcing. So in other words, when you hit a milestone, you tell yourself, let me reward myself by jerking off or going through this degenerate outlet. Not only are you crumbling every single thing you worked so hard to build, you're also destroying your confidence in real time. Then I believe this one is going to help you. Do not negatively reinforce that behavior, or replace this habit with a bad habit. Replace this bad habit with a good habit. So you do not eradicate habits, you replace them, a bad one for a good one. So the time you spend on page 64 looking for that perfect video, you can read a book, walk a dog, do some push-ups, go to the gym. Why I mention positive habits is because they delay gratification. And once you get that gratification, you'll be happier because for the first time in your life, you said you're going to do something and you did it. If that doesn't work, then move deeper down the rabbit hole. We're going to the extreme now. No more nice guy. Negatively reinforce that behavior. Once you relapse, tell yourself, I'm not going to eat till 5 p.m. Tell yourself, I'm going to have to go to the gym to to assuage myself. I'm going to have to go to the gym to redeem myself from this bad behavior. I'm going to do X. I'm not going to eat. I'm going to fast for 24 hours. And when you complete that behavior, you will be happier with yourself because you are proud. For the first time in your life, you said you're going to do something and you did it. Now, if all those things I said doesn't help you, I'm going to find other ways to help you. But I believe with these 4 points, this should get you in check. This should uh, restabilize your focus. As always, my friends, I wish you're going to beat this. You're going to win. I'm rooting for you. See you in the next one. I believe you.